Alright, man, we back, man. This is RGtv, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Episode 6 or 7, maybe. Last one, man, we was talking about true. We was talking about 2016 games, man. But now we're gonna branch into 2017. What do we feel like is the top 3 most anticipated 2017 games? Since you went first on last one, I'll go first on this one.
Alright.
My top 3 pick, man, we just looked at Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon is fucking amazing. So I gotta add the Ghost Recon as one of my top 3s. I would add the Zelda. That would be my second choice for 2017 top 3 pick. My third choice, whenever Hideo Kojima come out with his game, if he come out with it in 2017, I have to make that my third choice. But let's not forget, Call of Duty will also be dropping some in November of 2017. They drop a new Call of Duty at the end of each year. So that third spot may be kind of hard to go, but I would either probably say that the Zero Day Hazard, whatever that game, where you out in the wild and you riding robot dinosaurs or some shit like that. Killzone, the people that made Killzone Gorilla, the Gorilla game, they made that, and they're also working with Hideo Kojima too. That's something else I found out, and they special partnership with PlayStation. So that's gonna be that's a very anticipated game. I'll have to go with them or either Call of Duty, and it's gonna be interesting to see what Call of Duty gonna do this November coming up, because you got Modern Warfare. Is it Modern Warfare? What's the new game? So many Warfares, man. Yeah, Infinite Warfare. The Infinite Warfare that's just now started. So it's interesting to see what Call of Duty gonna do next. Hopefully they don't go with the old school World of War shit. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. But that's my top 3. Man, what's your top 3 for 2017, goddamn?
Well, my number one, same as your number one, is that Ghost Recon. Now, like, I don't even know what is missing. Like, it seems like to be the perfect game.
True.
Perfect military game. It's another open world. Another one of those games that I equate to, something the Grand Theft Auto or something. Like, this is the Grand Theft Auto of army games.
Like, kind of like Mercenaries we were saying before.
Yeah, that's my number one. Number 2, I would probably say the Resident Evil. I'm most anticipated by the Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, I want to check out that Resident Evil 7. And number 3 would probably have to be that a new Pokemon. I actually want to see what it's talking about. I want to see what the new console and the new Pokemon is talking about.
Yes, I haven't seen any footage on that. I would have said that too, but I haven't seen any footage on that to really.
No, I've searched for it, but ain't nothing really came up yet.
Yeah, and see if they have a good launch. We're gonna get into that too on the next episode. Nintendo launch, or just the final talk of Nintendo. But if they have some footage on that new Pokemon, that'll be. I have to add it to the top 3. Replace it with one of those top 3s. But those are the top 3s for 2017, man. Anything coming from any gaming department, what do you think is gonna be the big surprise for 2017?
I think VR is going to make a bigger impact this year than it did last year. Because, with the Batman has a VR game, and it's just a whole lot of stuff. I think VR is about to make a real big, just dumbass step into the world.
True. Now, I know we were speaking about this at LEG podcast not too long ago. We went into details about VR. And here at RGtv, we elaborate a lot more deeper into the topic that we're going into. So the topic we're switching over now to is definitely VR. I just want to touch on that a little bit more deeper, because VR was predicted to do at least about 80 billion for 2017 and end of 2016. And last time on LEG podcast Underground, we was talking about how the PlayStation is the only console that has that VR tech. But see, VR didn't do so good for the holidays. And with VR not doing so good for the holidays, that makes you wonder, like, okay, how they numbers gonna do coming into the beginning of 2017? But like you said, that may be a surprise.
From a business standpoint, nothing goes or sells like hotcakes right out the gate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Nothing. Like when you start a business, you're not gonna make money before you lose money. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not how it works. You gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah.
And of course, you're gonna spend more money on marketing. You're gonna spend more money on research and development. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna spend more money in your product, putting into your product, than you get out of your product.
Yeah.
In the beginning. But in the first, you know what I'm saying, after that first wave, you get in your second wave, you got your foot in the door, even though VR has been out for a minute.
Yeah.
But when it came out, it was ahead of its time.
Yeah, technology wasn't there.
It was ahead of its time. So this day and age in 2017, of course, it's gonna be, this is the shit we've been waiting on. So yeah, I mean.
But see, the only problem I feel that's lacking in VR is you gotta watch out for AR that's coming around the corner.
Yeah.
How Pokemon was able to handle that AR tech on mobile, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's like, shit, what we gonna do with that?
Yeah, I mean that's innovation.
Yeah, definitely the innovation is there, but again, AR, man, I was amazed at what Pokemon did for AR, and I feel like, man, how Microsoft is gonna approach it with AR, that's gonna take VR
fucking
out.
AR don't work.
He said, well, see, if Microsoft,
I don't know what was wrong. It was bugs in my shit.
When Microsoft get that shit together, when they come out with it, I think they already got it together, but when they actually release it and have a release date for it, I believe that's gonna be the big surprise of 2017. Even though I feel like AR, they might not bring that out until about the beginning of 2018 or probably the end of 2017.
Yeah, I mean, because to have the shit like right there, it's in here in the world. So I mean, it's like we're not going into their world now. The virtual world is coming into our world.
Yeah, so AR is probably just sitting back saying, "All right, VR, we're gonna let y'all make all the money, but we're gonna come and shut that shit down." Yeah. So that may be one of the biggest things about VR. That it probably definitely do good for half of this 2017, or probably even this whole year 2017. But I still feel that AR, when it's ready and when it's time to release, VR is gonna go completely out of the window.
I mean, it's kind of like VR is paving the way for AR.
True. The biggest advantage.
I mean, eventually the grandfather passes. Passes the inheritance on to the grandson. So,
yeah.
Or the son or whatever.
The biggest, I feel like, disadvantage for VR is when you having that headset on for too long, that cause little head problems, or you get a little dizzy and shit.
See, my thing is, I think everybody should just go and get on the, the Sword Art Online shit, and
yeah, and see, that's
go and make some little
AR.
Cubicles and shit, and everybody just go and dive into the shit and just chill, like put everybody on some feeding tubes or some shit like that. Goddamn.
But see, with AR, the big advantage with that, getting into Sword Art Online, you know what I'm saying, that shit, you can still see what's around you. So you're still able to go throughout your day or go doing something, but you'll still be able to play your video game while you're going throughout your day to do that. Mm-hmm. Or just like they had one of them, they was helping them out with tech support or something through the phone, or hey, my sink broke, let me show you how to fix this sink part. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that shit with the AR. So how Microsoft presented that shit is like, okay, we probably ain't gonna see that tech until probably 2018. But bringing that shit to the gaming world, man, it's gonna be amazing. I feel like it's gonna be a really big step for AR, and that's gonna really, if they bring it out 2017, I say that'll be the big surprise for 2017. That'll be great. But VR, I hope it do well, and I still think it's gonna do well, at least for the beginning half of 2017, because again, PlayStation is the only thing out on the gaming consoles that has VR tech. Xbox they don't have VR tech right now. Nintendo, they speaking about it, but Nintendo hasn't dropped yet. Xbox One, they don't have VR tech. Only thing they have is close to VR is the Oculus, which is still tied to Windows. But again, they finna introduce the Scorpio, and that's gonna introduce the whole AR tech Windows is already working on. So that's why I feel like Microsoft is definitely gonna make some moves this year, and they gonna be the big surprise. I feel like they gonna take 2017. I say that for right now, until PlayStation really show me they ace up their sleeve. But I see the potential Xbox has and the way different ways they can go. I feel like Xbox probably gonna take 2017, but Nintendo is gonna be a little sneaky because they just now coming out. Their release date is in March. Of course, the hardware might not be too good, but the gaming start lineup may be pretty good. But Xbox, I feel like Xbox gonna definitely take the year for a surprise.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I wonder what type of console they can come out that's pretty much doing more than the one is.
Well, you got the Scorpio that's gonna introduce. For one, it's gonna introduce cross platform, where you're able to play against Xbox or PlayStation or PC characters.
Okay.
So cross platform, that's supposed to have been a big thing for Xbox One and PS4, but they never did go through with it. So you're looking at introduction of cross platforming, AR tech, and how Xbox and the Windows computers are all set up through Windows 10. So you're looking
Leave it
at
to Bill.
Yeah, so you're looking at a gaming console mixed with a gaming PC, and PC has better graphics. So if Xbox is able to put all that and stir it all up in the pot, that's Scorpio for you right there. And I feel like that'll be the big surprise for 2017 that Xbox can make.
And of course, I'll have to get that because I am Scorpio.
But man, PlayStation, man, is they had their year, man, with the PS4, but Xbox, I feel like they're gonna take that over in 2017. If not Xbox, hopefully Nintendo. But anything you want to add on to this show, man? Talking about VR or AR, anything? 20 top 3 games we touched on.
Booyah! My main thing is just everything. I want the VR games to be more than just I'm swiping in air or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I want to actually feel like I'm gaming. I don't want to just feel like I'm in the game. I want to feel like I'm playing the game still. So with that and with the AR, it's just
Let's see.
what
Let's see.
how much can you do until you've done so much?
True.
Yeah.
True. So your vertical VR, have you tested out any VR tech yet?
Not in a while.
Well, I often say, what's your opinion on VR for right now? Do you think it's gonna flop or it's gonna have a boss year?
I think it'll have a semi-boss year. It won't have a boss. It won't have as much as a boss year as game consoles.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, it's gonna have a semi-boss year.
So for 2017, what's gonna have a boss year? Game consoles. What do you feel is gonna take the year for game consoles?
PS4.
You still think PS?
Sony's still gonna kick ass this year.
Hopefully so. Alright, so for
it's too much like Xbox got their own signature games coming out and all that stuff.
Yeah, they
but
do.
Sony's
Sony,
signature games are like dead ass anticipated.
Yeah. I think Sony definitely got a better lineup of first party games that's coming out. Like you got Naughty Dog, which Uncharted, Last of Us, Crash Bandicoot. You got those A1 people that's there at PlayStation, and Hideo Kojima is one with the Metal Gear Solid series. But fuck you, Konami. They did my boy wrong, man. But shit, you have those A1 people.
But
that's
Sony,
part of the show.
Sony, if y'all ever thought about it, you too, Bill. If y'all ever thought about it, get together and make a boss ass Dead Rising. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta just keep Dead Rising on Xbox, Bill. Share the zombies.
Well, they brought a remastered or they brought the version that was on Xbox.
Man,
they brought it to PlayStation.
I'm mad that Dead Rising 3 wasn't on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I want to play Dead Rising 3.
Well, they need to I think they need to redo the whole Dead Rising and put a little more seriousness into it, because I feel like Dead Rising is, I don't know, it's more.
Yeah, it was a lot of
more like jokey type shit. When I'm fighting zombies, I want to feel this shit is real. You feel what I'm saying? I want to go chop off a zombie head, but at the same time, I want some good feeling to it.
Which brings me to Days Gone.
Today's go. Oh yeah.
I've seen the preview and I wanted to get it. So, to the makers of Days Gone, you know, that shit looks raw.
Yeah, it do.
It looks boss.
Yeah, it do. Man, for more zombie news and everything hot topic that we talking on, man.
Das ist gut.
This is, you heard it here first, man. RGtv, man. It's your boy Mastermind, man, and I'm out.
Killer cute. Holla at you.
Yeah.